I've got some homegrown dehydrated items I'm going to be storing. So anyway, this is lemon balm from my garden. So I dried it up, and I already have one jar of this in the pantry. I have a part of the pantry which is not in the pantry. It's a closed cabinet that nothing can get into. So I keep dried items in there and herbs and spices that I haven't opened yet or are not in use right now, because I just think light is a real enemy of a lot of things. So I've got this one. I'm already thinking maybe my jar's not going to be big enough. This can be made into a nice tea. In the summer, however, I've been using fresh lemon balm as part of a iced tea that I make with hibiscus flowers and frozen blueberries and frozen strawberries and oranges. I just put a couple of sprigs of this in there, and it's really good. So I'm going to put this in here. I have 2 trays of this. Okay, there's 1 tray. And here's the second tray. I thought this was going to be big enough, but I'm not sure if it's going to be big enough, but I think it'll be okay. So I think what I do with this is when I'm ready to make a tea out of it, I'll put it in a tea ball. It's pretty brittle. I'm really enjoying growing my own things to dehydrate, and just being able to dehydrate and put things away. It's very empowering. Get the rest of these. Here's the last sprig. It kind of bolted, but I'm cutting off all these top ends that are starting to bolt, and it seems to be encouraging growth on the bottom. So that's good. That has not bolted. We've had some hot days. All right. There's a lot of lemon balm all over the place, all over my counter, but it just fit. And here's 2 trays of chamomile. I actually grew this chamomile. I harvested it. I dried it, and now I have my own tea. I like to keep my tea in these tin containers. I just save them because my tea's on the counter, and again, light is not my friend when it comes to tea. I'm excited about trying this. I just did a harvest, and evidently harvesting is good because more buds are coming up. So I'm just going to continue to harvest throughout the season here. It overwinters quite well too. Nothing happens. It seems to get energized. Oh. I think I mentioned in an earlier video that I was on a tea plantation. I did a tea plantation tour in China. I was in China for a week, and they talked about quality of tea leaves, and they said, like anything else, all tea leaf plants have different quality leaves. There are older leaves, there are younger leaves, there are leaves that are still okay but a little damaged, and they said that tea bags usually have the worst leaves insofar as the worst quality of leaves. I should have taken those lemon balm and done them over a plate instead of over this, because it's all over the counter now. Lesson learned. So anyway, so I'm happy with how this all came out, and I'm real interested in seeing how it tastes. I know it looks a lot different than the tea bags and tea you'd get someplace else. I mean, where else would you get these flowers like this? It's really fun to be building my own apothecary here. That filled it up more than I thought it would. These chamomile took several years to really take off. Seems like a lot of my herb plants are that way. With the annuals, like the vegetables, you have that year, that one shot, and that's it. But with perennials like this, you have many years to watch them grow. Anyway, it filled it up great, and I'm setting that aside for the winter. All right, it's time to refill the most important part of my day, and that's my mocha cappuccino from Costco. Every morning I wake up, no matter what time, I have a cup of this and I'm ready to face the day. I am getting low. Actually, I'm getting low with this too, but I'm planning a big shop at Costco in a few weeks, and I'll be replacing that and a lot of other things. This just makes the whole day go better. Every once in a while, I will have a cup in the afternoon, maybe twice a month or something, when it's been a drama-filled day. But this is good enough for now. Actually, I have so little left here, I'm going to put it in another small container. I have these small containers in the pantry, and I just pull them out every morning. Let's fill this one up too. I have to do my cocoa next. This has saved me a fortune in Starbucks. I used to really love the mocha cappuccinos from there. However, they're expensive, and I would, every time I was in town, I'd go to Starbucks and get one, sort of as a treat. And they're like $7 now or something. I don't know. I always like to add a tip, so it just adds up. It's no longer the case. All right, here's the second one. I love these metal containers too. I've stored all sorts of stuff in these, including cat food. They're great with the plastic lid. So I'm going to wash this out and put it in the sun for a couple days to get the chocolate smell out, and just love it. I'm getting close to the end here with the cocoa also. I was at Grocery Outlet, and they had a container for $8 for, I forget how many ounces, but I know I can get a better price on Amazon. Actually, the same price, but way more cocoa Swiss Miss. So I'm going to have to do that. And I'm going to be emptying this one out right now. And I better get moving on getting cocoa. There we are. A friend of mine made this wonderful granola. Oh my God, it's gorgeous, but I hate this container. I always feel I'm going to spill it. So I'm going to put it in this container. I eat this right now every morning with yogurt and with fruit. I usually make a smoothie with yogurt and fruit, but since I have the granola, I'm eating this. I'm also eating this instead of the oatmeal I have every morning. So I'm getting 2 breakfasts in one. Granola and my smoothie ingredients, but in a bowl instead of in a cup. So this is a big mayonnaise jar. It's plastic, and generally it's not recommended to store things in plastic containers for long-term use, but this is not long-term use. This is use for until I finish it, because I'm eating it every day. That's better. This is a great container, but I should use it for something else. Anyway, that filled it up real nice. I am really loving my yogurt parfaits in the morning. I put in some Greek yogurt, some blueberries, and granola. I had this wonderful homemade granola that somebody made me, but I ate it. So I went to Costco, and they had 2 packages of this granola. It was the best price for granola in the store, so I got it. But it can't stay like this since I opened it, so I'm going to pour it into this half-gallon jar. Here we go. Well, it might be too much for the half-gallon. I've already taken some out this morning for breakfast. Look at that, full up. How much was in here? 2 pounds, 2 ounces. I'm actually going away for a couple of days, so I was going to take some granola anyway, so I'll take it in this container. Perfect. I don't eat rice very often, but I do eat it. And I finally finished my other rice, and this morning I opened more rice. So I got to find a place to put that. I usually don't like to store stuff in these plastic containers, but it's not for an indefinite length of time, and I think the quart jar just isn't big enough. I want it to all be in one container. There it is, it fits. When I was last at Trader Joe's, I got some of these pumpkin seeds. They're really good just to munch on or to have in salads. I think next time I go, I'm gonna get some of those, what are those things called? It's another sort of seed, which is really expensive, but I think it'd be good in some of the dishes I made. What the heck is it called? When I remember, I'll put it at the bottom. Just in my head. Anyway, these are good raw. They could just eat. And they fit perfectly in the 1 quart jar. I like to have my cooking oil and my olive oil next to my stove in these small containers, because I can control how much comes out. I use it on my salad or if I'm cooking or something. Right now, this is completely out. It's my olive oil, so I'm going to refill it. I have my funnel, so I'm going to refill it right now. I have this big thing of olive oil from Costco. I think I got it maybe a year or two ago. I don't go through oil that fast, olive oil or regular oil, but I've got about this much left. I might get another small one at Trader Joe's. I'm not sure. But I do use it, but just not a lot. I don't fry much food. Actually, at this point, I tend to bake it rather than fry it. But that might change over the winter. There we go, that's about right. All right, my final refill for this month is my hibiscus tea. I am enjoying this so much, hot and cold. I put some of it in a tea ball, add some water, put it out on the back porch, and I have the most amazing sun tea. I'll add some of those lemon balm leaves, some lemonade to this. I'll add some of those squeezed lemon ice cubes I made, all sorts of stuff. It's really a wonderful base. It's also good hot. Here it is. I got it from Amazon, hibiscus flowers. It's supposed to have quite a bit of medicinal use too. A friend of mine recommended it. So it's a really pretty color of red. It smells good too. There's all sorts of stuff out there. Let's add a scoop of this. And more than a scoop. There we go. All full. So I'm good for a while longer with this, and I thank you so much for watching.